Hi, Michael Buffer here, and let's get ready for FM Boxing Media.
As best as I can.
This is Frankie Morgan here from FM Boxing Media, brought to you by the High Protein Company. And this is somehow, I don't know how, this is Cameron Mckay's debut on the channel. I don't know how this is possibly your first interview. I met you at a WBM show probably about a year ago, and you come up to me and you said, thanks for following the page, you're following the right journey. I'm going to be the one. And at the time, in my head, I'm thinking, what boxer doesn't say that about themselves? But since then, you've been active, you've been stopping people, you've been hurting people that shouldn't be getting hurt in there. I think you're showing everything that you were saying is coming correct, ain't it?
Yeah, man, I tried to let people know that's all about being authentic. So I wasn't going to come to you as if if I had something to offer when I wasn't really like that. So, I just made sure I just made a big enough statement.
Yeah, on the night, I can't remember the exact fight night that we was at, but I thought, right, that's the next interview. It's got to be done soon. And then I went down to the Peacock's gym, and I see you sparring down there. Some tough rounds in there. It's the hottest gym, probably. I would say in the UK, but I think it's the hottest gym in the world. The Peacock's is an absolute joke to even stand and watch people spar. I was watching you. I think you done like 8 rounds that day, and I'm thinking, this bloke's got a tank. Is that what it's all about? Getting in there, doing them hot, sweaty rounds, and making sure that you're ready for fight night.
No, of course, man. At the end of the day, it's like you have to make sure you're fully prepared because I'm prepared for anything in there. If you ain't, then you might run into someone like me who might just do it to you. You feel me?
Yeah, that's the one thing that I could never take away from you, the confidence from the first meeting to the second meeting. And I even said that I'm doing some mini behind-the-scenes series, and I said, you will 100% be getting one soon. And that's still on the agenda 100%. When I said that at Peacocks, I thought, let's see how the next fight goes, and then let's start getting these series pumping. But it looks like from your social media, that's something that you'd thrive in because your social media is absolutely popping at the moment, ain't it?
Yeah, you know what? It's just a lot of hard work, man. Because social media is like a job in itself, but I'm more than happy to promote myself. I believe in myself, and I've spent a lot of time investing in myself. So it's a pleasure of mine to share that with people that's following me.
Yeah, because one thing everyone says, boxing's the hardest sport in the world, and inside the ring, it is the hardest sport in the world. But outside the ring, I think it's the hardest in the world as well. Because with a football player, you go training, you go home, you relax. With, I don't know, any other sport, rugby player, you go home, you relax. In boxing, you've got to go home, you've got to post that you're selling tickets, you've got to post the tickets, you've got to deliver the tickets. Like there's so much that goes on behind the scenes that makes this the hardest sport, ain't it?
No, totally, man. And bro, most of us still have jobs, bro. I still work, bro. After my last fight, I went to go to work the next, you know what I'm saying? These are things that we do on a regular basis. So it's more so just about, bro, like how much you willing to sacrifice.
Yeah, because I've just heard you having a little conversation and they've offered you this fight, that, and you've said yes, to hopefully having 3 fights by the end of this year. But by the sounds of it, if they would have offered you 7 fights today, you would have had 7 fights by the end of this year, wouldn't you?
Totally, bro. Like I'm a fighter. Like for me, I don't even really do this for recognition, bro. I just fight for the sake of fighting. It's like we just prepare for the war for the sake of the war. Like I don't care about nothing else. Like, bro, I'm still in the same position I was in when I started boxing. You feel me? My life hasn't drastically changed. So this isn't really me in it for being attached to an outcome or anything like that. Nah, bro. It's really just the fact that I like to get it cracking.
Yeah, you said just now that you just like to fight, and you actually said that you feel like it's against the law to decline a fight. Now, where's that mentality come from? Is there something from childhood, or is it just something that's installed in you just naturally?
I mean, the way I see it and my outview on life is if you're gonna present yourself to be this, then you have to be that. So if you're a fighter, it doesn't really matter about all the things in the background. It's like, bro, at the end of the day, you've committed to this. Like commitment is a big thing for me. So I don't really care about what comes with it. It's like I'm a fighter, so I'm supposed to say yes. I'm supposed to believe in myself. Everything that could come with this journey and this war, I'm supposed to take that with like open arms. So what can I say? I can't say nothing negative about my approach to the way I deal with this.
Yeah, because I actually see them mention some prospects that could be upon the horizon for you one day soon, and I actually see a little smile on your face when these names are mentioned. It's like you're looking and thinking, this could be my time. Like you realistically, you have to fight journeyman. Everyone has to fight journeyman. It's very hard to start a career just going straight into, let's say, 70-30, 60-40, sometimes even 50-50s, but it's hard to start your career without a journeyman, ain't it?
I mean, journeymen they're an essential piece of this game. Like even guys like Jordan Graham, like big up, bro. You feel me? he's a serious guy who's helped guide the, like, not even just like help guide the careers, but he's a big part of the game and British boxing, people like that. So yeah, we all have to do it, but man, journeyman, this person, underdog, I don't care about what position I'm in as long as I'm in the ring.
Yeah, definitely. The management have actually just said that you could be more active than a journeyman with the way that you're just saying yes, yes, yes. Is there any way that we could actually get Cameron to say no to a fight? What could possibly come up for you to say no?
Yeah, that's a question I never thought about. Because it's harder to say, like, it's so hard to say no when you're offering me the opportunity to hit someone. Like, bro, I want to get busy. But nah, bro, it's really just about this being looking at it like it's a job now. Again, we want to start earning money. We want to start getting on the bigger platforms. We want to start doing everything that can allow me to work harder, because the further I get with this career, the more I'm allowed to apply myself, the more I'll be able to accommodate my application to the sport. And to be fair, I just think that makes me a more dangerous fighter.
I'll be honest, after watching the England game last night, I feel like I've got your mentality. I just want to fight anyone who's offered. Anyone who wants a fight, I'm up for it today, because that last night, did you sit and watch that game?
No, I had training in the morning. I had to go to bed, man. I had to sacrifice that too. You can't even have too much fun.
That's the thing, all the sacrifices. People don't realise, I actually spoke to Kevin Mitchell a little while back, and I used to obviously be around him when he was training, but he was fighting in, I'm pretty sure, the beginning of January, and his Christmas dinner's come up, and he's got boiled potatoes, he's got his vegetables, and he's got one slice of turkey. And these are the sort of things that people don't realise you have to sacrifice. If you eat that Christmas dinner, you're not making weight in 2 weeks. So all these little things that boxers have to sacrifice, how much does that actually impact you in your normal day-to-day life being a boxer?
To be very transparent with you guys, it's the most painful thing, because I've sacrificed so many birthdays, I've sacrificed so many holidays, so many memories I could make with people that I genuinely love. And even some people that ain't even here no more. I could have spent way more time with them if I had the opportunity to. But it's all about like chasing a goal and just feeding into my ambition and being the guy that they know me to be. I think that keeps me grounded, but that doesn't make it any less painful.
Yeah, because I actually watched a clip of Ben Whittaker not too long ago talking about missing a funeral to go and train and to get ready for fights. And these sort of things, a lot of people from the outside world won't see. Obviously, I'm lucky but not lucky to see that. I see the painful side of boxing, I see the horrible side of boxing, but then I see the ups when you go in for your first title, when you win your first title. But how much more sweet does it make it when you've had so many downs and then all of a sudden the ups, they all come at once?
To be fair, I'm still waiting on the ups. So when I know and I find out, I'll be sure to let you know. But I mean, my last 2 fights, I was probably the lowest I'd ever been mentally, because I think a lot of people's heard me speak about my granddad on interviews and stuff like that. They know how close we are, was. But then in the build-up for my fight in Camden, where I stopped the boy, he passed away. And then I buried him the week after the fight, and then fought the week after I buried him. So it's like, these are all things that you have to experience and still show up like nothing's happening. So it can be a real crazy game.
Yeah, because the fact you fought twice within the sake of 2 weeks, and this is all going on behind the scenes, and a lot of people, if they don't follow your journey, if they're not close to you, they wouldn't even know that that's happened. You could go fight on a main event one day, and people don't know these little backstories. How important is it to make sure that your story is out there so people can see the real side of Cameron as much as they see the nasty bloke they see in the ring sometimes?
You know, I think it's extremely important, because I would love for everyone who follows my journey to actually be able to connect with me as a person. Because when I'm in the ring and I'm under the lights, I'm not the same person sat in front of you now. Exactly like you said, this nasty monster, I feed into that. But at the end of the day, I think there is some form of I don't know, normality when I take off the boxing ring wear and I put on a t-shirt. Like, I feel like I'm kind of cool, and I love for my people to know that.
Yeah, because the one thing you definitely carry in the ring and out the ring is confidence. I've mentioned that many a times, but coming up towards the end of this year, you're obviously hoping for 3 fights. Now, we're sat at Warren Baxter Boxing Management's headquarters, and on the board over there and on all of social media, Warren Boxing Management versus Top Tier could be a thing early next year. Is that maybe something that you wouldn't mind doing, representing Warren Boxing Management and trying to beat the Top Tier boys?
Oh, 1,000%. I mean, I think Top Tier is a great platform. I got a couple of boys that signed to them, and I think they've been doing big business, but end of the day, we're just boxers, bro. I'm not right. I don't really care that it's them, or it could be. I don't care about none of that stuff. Only thing that I care about is the knuckles on my hands. All that stuff is extra to me, bro. Like, if I was to fight someone that's on that card, even if it was on a different show, I'm still fighting. I'm still getting busy with you. Like, it's whatever. So for me, it would be lovely to be on that platform. The exposure, the production would probably be marvelous. But deep down, I just want to, like we said, just want to fight.
Yeah, definitely. Now, one thing I've started to do at the end of my interviews is ask you a question about boxing that you think someone else might not know the answer to, the next person on. But yesterday, it was a bit of a different question, but Giorgio Vizioli is the one asking this question. If Prime Floyd was to fight Prime Crawford, who do you think would win that fight?
Yeah, that one's actually tough. But I'm going with Floyd, just off pure boxing. I mean, I feel like Crawford is very well, he can adapt, but yeah, I'm going Prime Floyd.
The second question he had was if Alexander Usyk was to go back 40, 50 years and be in with the likes of Muhammad Ali and George Foreman, do you think he could have still been the great that he is today?
Nah, I feel like number one, the heavyweight division has changed. I feel like if he boxed in that generation where all of them are the same size as him, just as fast, just as quick, I feel like heavyweight boxing is a different sport than it was back then, and I don't feel like he does as well against men like Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier. It's a different ball game, but I think maybe I'm biased because I got Muhammad Ali's quotes on my chest.
There's not many better boxers to have quotes from, is there?
Nah, not at all, man. Gotta give glory to the greatest of all time.
Definitely. And if you was to ask one question, you can ask a general knowledge question. You can ask a question similar to what Giorgio had to our next guest. What would your question be?
If I'm not your favorite fighter, I want to know why.
Well, I'm actually going to be interviewing Sonny next, so
Which one? Sonny?
Warren.
Oh yeah.
So I'm going to say, if Cameron's not your favourite fighter, why is he not your favourite fighter?
That's the question I want for everybody.
Do you know what? That is the best question that I think you could have possibly asked, especially with the next guest. But Cameron, I want to say thank you very much. It's a pleasure to have you on the channel, and this definitely ain't going to be the last one of the year.
1000%, man. Thank you for having me, man. Honestly, love being here.
Cameron, thank you very much, mate. Cheers.